All right, hey there. I wanted to clear up an issue that Sean brought up in the Facebook group about the categories that appear on your books page on Amazon. So if you scroll down to the product details on any book on Amazon, down here you can see again the Amazon bestsellers rank, and these are the three categories that Amazon shows inside your product details. So what happens is, your book can be ranking in, like up to eight child categories or more, right? And so what Amazon's going to do is they're only going to show you the top three here in product details, and usually they're the ones that you're ranking the highest for. So if you're ranking the highest in these categories, they're going to show them here. Now, you notice this is an ebook version of this book. It's ranking number one. It shows here in product details, it's ranking number one in 2 Kindle categories and 1 book category. So first of all, ebooks can rank in the books category. So if you actually go to, the books category here for memory improvement, you'll see that the ebook version here is number 1, the paperback is number 8, and the audiobook is number 11. So the thing with the books category is kind of like this mesh of just all the different book types. So any book type, ebook, print book, audiobook, can technically appear on the bestseller list in the books category, but the ebook itself only the ebooks can appear in the Kindle store categories, right? So that's just to clarify that point. But so there's only 3 categories here. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, all the way to the bottom, it says look for similar items by category, and these are all the categories. So this book is listed in like 18 different categories, and there's 4 target categories for Kindle and 4 target categories for books, right? So when you select your target categories on Amazon, again, you can only select 2 for Kindle and 2 for books. Essentially what happens is if your book sells really well, Amazon can add you to more categories, which is what happened in this case. There's also keyword categories and short reads categories, which we talk about in different videos, which are extra categories you can have your book ranking for as well. But when you change your categories on Amazon, and you select your 2 child categories by sending them the email like we talked about, you're not necessarily going to change these categories here. Right, so the categories that I show here are the 3 kind of the best ranking categories you have out of all the total categories you have. So sometimes you might change your categories and it'll change down here and look for similar items by category, but you won't see changes here, and that's normal. That's just kind of how it works. So you can't control which 3 categories you're ranking for here. Again, they're generally going to be the ones that you're ranking the highest for, but you can control the categories that your book actually is listed in. So if you go down to look for items by category and you click a category that's not appearing up there, like this education and reference and business category, if you click that, you don't actually get to the category page on Amazon, which is kind of annoying, right? So you get to this weird little search, it's kind of like a search page on Amazon for books in that category. All right, so it's going to show you different books in that category. So that's not really what you want. So what you want to do is you want to go to Bestseller Ranking Pro, and then look for the education category here. So if you just type in education, this category right here is that category, and that the book is ranking number 1 in, right? So this book, from this page, is ranking number 1 in this education and reference category in Kindle, right? But that's not appearing here, right? It's not appearing here because there's these other categories that it's ranking for. So that's just normal. That's how it works. So if you check that category, though, you'll see that the book is actually in that category. So even though it's not in your product details, your books are still ranking in those categories at the bottom of your page. So I hope that clarifies this issue for you. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm here for you. All right, wishing you an incredible day. Take care.